bathroom.
Hello there, my name's Jay Riviera and welcome to Bedlam. Bedlam's a game that released within the last week on Steam, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I am loving the art style of the game. I think it's absolutely awesome. It's a turn-based strategy game that's being developed by Skyshine and Versus Evil in a setting like a post-apocalyptic, like wasteland, kind of along the lines of, say, the Borderlands series or something like that. It has a very Borderland-esque kind of feel to it. I will play the intro and kind of give you an idea of what the game involves.
Centuries from now, long after the barren age has passed, civilization prevails in the overcrowded metropolis of Byzantine. A technological marvel, held prisoner by the twisted wastelands of Bedlam, the result of humanity's race to oblivion. A domain of chaos and endless perils. Ruthless marauders, rogue AI, toxic mutants, deadly cyborgs. But there is new hope discovered in Bedlam. A mythical utopia called Aztec City, and a magnificent rolling fortress operated by a mysterious figure known only as the Mechanic. The expedition for Byzantine will be filled with danger. If you have the courage, attempt to survive this journey into Bedlam.
Right, so that gives you a slight idea of what's going on, but it would be better for us to just explain. So we'll go into new run here. There's 5 different factions. You have the humans, the mutants, the marauders, the cyborgs, and the rogue AI. All these can be unlocked, but you cannot unlock anything on easy. It has to be on normal mode. So we are going to hit normal mode, see if we can unlock another class. And let's see what we've got here. Right, so maybe going down this way through Half Knot into Skell, unless we want to come down Slagbone through Plughead. Right, let us just introduce you to the UI first. The Bone Shaker, that is our vehicle, that is our Dozer that we are using to travel from Byzantine down to the Aztec City, and we have 1,000 passengers on board as it shows up here. You can gain and lose passengers as you go down, but your mission is to take these passengers from Byzantine to Aztec City. This is your day counter. Every action takes an amount of days, so this would take 1 day, and 35 crude and 24 meat. Your crude and your meat are your consumables. Every movement that you make takes an amount of crude and meat. You can pick up crude and meat on the map, like there's crude there, there's meat over here, and there's more crude down here. But you need to keep them up or bad things are going to happen, you know. We have 25 power cells at the minute, and power cells are used for many different things, from your weapons and equalizers, which I will just show you right now. We have 1 weapon and 2 equalizers. These are used on the battlefield to kind of sway it in your favour. We have the Skyshine Distillery, which is an area of effect confusion, which deals 1 damage to the enemy, but it makes them attack each other, which is pretty OP late game. We have the Blitzer Screen, which halves the damage taken by your soldiers for 1 turn, and the Trauma Cocktail, which heals everybody, all of your soldiers on the battlefield for 2 health. And let me introduce you to the soldiers. We have our Deadeyes, which are snipers basically. They have low health, low mobility, and high damage. We have our Frontliners, which are kind of like your tanks. They have high health, high mobility, and low damage. We have our Gunslingers, which have a very unique mechanic because when they are attacked, they counter-attack and retaliate. They have They have medium health, medium mobility and medium damage. They are very much an all-rounder kind of troop. And we have our trenchers. These guys are great in some circumstances, like defensively and offensively, because they have knockback. So every time you attack an enemy, it will push them back 2 tiles. So you can either push them away from your people or push them towards your people so you can get another attack in. But they have above average health, above average movement and above average damage. So yeah, if you want your name in this playthrough, the community's not that big at the minute, so what we're going to do is I'm going to say, put in the comments the name of the soldier you want to be. So say you want to be Morrigan, put in the comments Morrigan and your name, and what I'll do every time I start a playthrough is tag your name to that soldier, so you will always be that soldier. Because I do plan on doing multiple playthroughs of this game, and it will be first come first served. So we have here the upgrade part. You can upgrade 4 different sections of the Dozer. Bio-research improves meat consumption. Your barracks improves your crew's recovery times if they get injured in the field. Your armory reduces the amount of power cells used to use your weapons and your equalizers. And engineering helps crude efficiency, so this makes you not use as much crude with every movement. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 into engineering, 1 in the barracks and 1 in the armory. This is my main priority, is going to be getting these to level 5, because once they are all level 5 we have an actual possibility to use our power cells for other things like our weapons and our equalizers and stuff like that. You have a bar across the bottom here. The longer you stay in Bedlam and the more travelling you do, the higher the bar gets. It goes from low to guarded to elevated to severe to Bedlam, and this tells you what kind of resistance you're going to find in each fight. Right, so I think maybe going this way and actually detouring all the way, because I am not too worried about staying in Bedlam for a long period of time. I'm not bothered about it hitting that Bedlam rate, because it just means more people to kill and more upgrades for your soldiers. As the Dozer passes into the indigenous fringe wards near the city outer wall, the crowd's thin and seems distinctly unrefined. A twitchy man garbed in a frayed ignition jacket steps into the road in the path of the Dozer, standing with his arms outstretched. The man appears to be one of the radical metroliots angered about Lazarus and his publicised journey to another fabled city beyond Bedlam. There is but one true city, the man screams. Those who defy the immaculate majesty of Byzantine shall be stricken in blood. With that, the man detonates his explosive clothing, but the impact barely scratches the Dozer exterior plating, instead leaving only a chunky red smear. Lovely, lovely little visual there. At the city limits, the Dozer approaches the Colossus reinforced gates, which slowly rumble aside to allow passage for the daring expedition. Right, so this is going to take 4 days, 104 crude and 96 meat. So let's head off. This is always the same. You hit a large obstruction of scrap metal and you get into a fight. Shortly after leaving Byzantine, the Dozer approaches a large obstruction of scrap metal in the road. The crew disembark to inspect the debris, only to be suddenly surrounded by a group of sinister cyborgs. Left vehicles are snares. We're going to strip the gear and scrap the rest. But first, you pure fleshers gotta go. Right, so we're going to take 1 frontliner, 1 trencher, 1 gunslinger and 1 deadeye. It's the basic composition for the team, and it'll give me a kind of way to show you what each class does if we end up moving them, because I said that this is a very unique mechanic, because you can only move twice. You can either move and shoot or do a double move, but you only get 2 actions per turn. The enemy only gets 2 actions per turn as well, which is fine. But I think the best way to do this is probably going to be moving with frontliner into cover here. So let's bring him down there. And we're going to start setting up over here kind of so that we can get some form of protection. Right, so here we have the ability to shoot this guy. We can do that twice and we deal 3 damage as it shows in the little crosshair next to her name. So if we shoot once, because he's not in cover, we're going to automatically hit him. So shoot again and he is dead. I love the graphics of this game. I think it's, I don't know, I just love it. Right, and we can actually load kills onto our soldiers, and that gives them the possibility to level up. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill this soldier as well. Right. He does 3 damage to us, we have 6 health. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use the trencher to knock back this guy, this frontliner. Then how far can he get? Right, so we need to move out of his movement, out of his range, like here. We can't actually get those power cells, which is a bit of a... It's a bit rubbish, but what we can do is we can kill this board and end the fight. I did want to go around and collect these resources, but we didn't get opportunity. Right, so as you can see now, 3 of our people are down for 22 days, which isn't ideal. But we did get a kill on with Trencher and 2 kills on with Gunslinger. So 1 more, they hit Veteran, and rookies are rubbish in this game. It's all about getting veterans. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to investigate these points of interest. Some of them come to nothing, some of them gain you more fuel, some gain meat. It's like pretty much random. This game is very roguelike, so let's investigate these points of interest and we will find out what comes from it. I am actually after a battle. After wandering through a rocky canyon, the crew comes across an area of derelict buildings and find themselves facing a group of rather irritant looking cyborgs. The cyborgs skip cordial introductions and instead immediately open fire. So we've got a battle. You footed in the wrong territory, Chumbo. You're not marauders, but you look hostile enough to me. Right, so we will pull out these guys and bring another frontliner, another gunslinger, and a different trencher as well. Which is bad because I did want to kind of get somebody to veteran, just to show you what I mean. What it does is it increases the health, increases the damage, and increases the movement range, I believe, which is awesome. Right, so what do we have here? We have a Deadeye behind cover here, a Deadeye down here, and a trencher. Right, so we definitely want to get out of the way with us. I did not want to shoot you. Right, well, we can kill him, but is that going to be the best use of where... Maybe we'll bring the frontliner up to tank the damage. But what I'm worried about is he's going to be able to move and attack with. I think we've got to kill the trencher. We have to, but this isn't going to go very well. Oh yeah. Right, so the AI chose not to attack us. Which is actually really awesome. What kind of damage does he have? 4. Right, so 6 and 5, which is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the sniper back into some form of cover. Well, no, if we bring the sniper back here... can move free, so he would be able to attack down there. So we're going to come up and get these power cells.
Power!
We have 1 kill on the sniper, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this shot out. Then it's probably going to be better to bring the gunslinger up because he has less health. Pick up this crude. And I would love to grab these meat here. One, 2, 3. Right, so we'll bring this guy into cover, and we'll also bring the trencher into cover, which shouldn't allow them to shoot with. Right, I think it's about time that we just actually finish this. We got some power cells, we got some crude. I'm quite happy with that, and now let's get awesome, so we've got a veteran sniper, which is brilliant, because that means he's going to deal more damage, have higher mobility, and be able to take people down so much easier. So I'm going to do these points of interest, and then we're going to end the episode. I do like to be very methodical and do my due diligence, because it's going to help in the long run. While the crew wander through an area of rubble and scrap, the crew hears voices and the sound of booming weapon fire nearby. Following the noises, they discover an encampment of cyborgs. They seem to be currently preoccupied with using their shotguns to blast scrap metal into smaller chunks of scrap metal. We're going to attack. Bunch of pure fleshers footing where you don't belong. You not marauders, but I'm sure you'll absorb ammo just as good. Right, so we're probably going to take the same group again. But we only have kills on the sniper. Right, so let's see if we can get another veteran here. Let's go. But for every 4 kills, the sniper also upgrades once again. Giving him higher damage, higher range and stuff like that. What we've got here, we've got a trencher. We've got another trencher, well, 3 trenchers. What kind of movement range do they have? So he can't get close enough to shoot with. His range would be like right on the edge of here. He can't get close enough. and neither can he. Right, so that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to come up into some cover here. These here, they are rigged. They have a chance of harming you and giving you double power cells. So most of the time when we've got low health like this, there's no point actually going for them. Right, so what's his area of effect? Right, he cannot hit here. Yes, he can. Right. It's probably going to be better to get into cover. He only does 3 damage. We have 5 health. We'll kill that trencher. Oh shit. What's his movement range? Right, we need to run away. We're gonna die here, aren't we? Awesome. Next turn they are gonna blitz though. And what blitz does, it gives them an extra action and allows them to... Oh, they did not blitz, which is fine. And we're actually going to just have to kill him here. We cannot... Oh shit, we could have killed him with the shotgunner. Right, but that's fine. Let's just deal with this. The sniper's leveled up once again. I don't particularly want to just level the sniper. I do want to actually start leveling up some other soldiers as well. I want a high level frontliner to collect all these resources that are on the map. But as you can see, this has brought us quite a decent amount of crude and meat. It is advancing the tracker, but that's absolutely fine. So let's head out and see what's at this point of interest. After wandering through a rocky canyon, the crew comes to an area of derelict buildings and find themselves faced with a... Oh, Jesus Christ, another battle. You fought in the wrong territory, Chumbo. You're not marauders, but you look hostile enough to me. Right, we are going to need another frontliner. Jazeeram's going to have to pop out, and what we'll do is we'll bring another sniper along. And let's go. Right, so our veteran sniper is now down, which isn't great. I'm hoping for some kind of... Right, we've got 2 frontliners and 1 gunslinger. That's not too bad. Right, so we'll bring the trencher into cover here. Right, I think the sniper's in a decent position at the minute. So what we'll do is we'll bring the frontliner up to try to get this crude. Maybe the power cells. I would love to get it all. Right, we can have that sniper take out that guy pretty easily. And that'll give access to both of these crudes, so I think that's a good idea. So let's first grab this crude. Then what we're going to do is we're going to blast this guy away with the trencher. Right, so we can kill this frontliner and get the crude in this turn, which is awesome.
Crude.
It does mean that we're probably going to take a hit here. Ooh, that's some hefty damage. So I think it's what kind of he can get to our do we use an equalizer? I don't think we're going to need to. But we could end up losing a gunslinger here. It's either lose a gunslinger or lose a sniper by the looks of things. Right, so what I think is probably going to be the best idea is push him away. Yep, knew we're going to lose a gunslinger, but we'll kill him with the trap. Right, so we lost the soldier there, which isn't the best. But, you know, how's the team looking? Right, so we've lost a frontliner and a gunslinger. This isn't too bad. This is not a horrendous thingy. We've gained a lot of power cells. So what we're going to do is we are going to upgrade. And I think we'll put a couple in to fuel and healing. These are my main two priorities. Meat consumption's not too bad because you can get meat here, there and everywhere. So we'll put another one into the armory as well. Right, so it's looking good. We've got 2 level 3 and a level 2. The meat, like I say, I'm not too bothered about. And we've only spent 8 days so far. That's what, because we're doing these points of interest, that's why we're team aren't recovering, because it takes 21 days for Jazeeram and stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end the episode here. It's been running for quite a while. So, and we'll do this point of interest and get back on the road next time. Yeah, so please do drop a like or a comment. Don't forget to put the name of the soldier. I will bring up the soldiers for who you want to be. Obviously it's better if you do it with the people who died as well. And yeah, please do drop a like or a comment if you did enjoy the episode. Stay hidden and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.